guys, as you all know, I have been hyping this up for the past week that I had a very special guest, and he is here today. And I'm personally excited because I met Rodney right out of college. I actually met Rodney, it was Black Pride in New York City, and I was there with a friend from
Yep.
back home, and there was a screening for Noah's Ark. And him and Jensen Atwood was in the park. They were in the park. And I remember seeing Jensen first. I was like, oh my God, who the hell is this fine ass man standing across there by the benches? And I walked over and
Right.
I striked up a
Right.
conversation with both of you. And Rodney, you invited me to see the screening. And I told you I was a broke college student, and you were like, child, you got at least $10 to come see this screening. And I took my last $20 I paid for myself and my friend to get into the screening. And I don't know if you remember this or not, you and Jensen actually added us to the guest list of the after party that I got in for free. That was our first time
I do.
interacting.
That's why I did that.
Yes,
That's
you
why I
were like
did that
so
because
amazing. And you asked me what I thought about the show. And I said, I love the show. However, there was no character I really could relate to. And you said, well, bitch, create your own. And that's what I did. And I thank you for that.
well, well, I think your personality was so amazing when I met you, but that was something that we always dealt with. People saying, "Well, I can't relate to anybody in the show," and I always would say, um, "Do you have a friend like any of these four guys, right? Or do you know somebody like these guys?" They always would say, "Yeah." I say, "Okay, well then you're relating to the show, regardless if you feel it or not. You have some kind of relatability to the show." So, but you were great, and I wanted to at least get you in the after party.
You
I
did.
remember.
You got me in the after party. I had a great time,
Yeah.
and Jensen gave me drinks. So I had a wonderful time that night. It was everything, and have become the
Yeah.
biggest Noah's Ark advocate ever since then. So it's just a full circle
I
moment to
love you
have
for
you here today.
that.
Awesome.
I
So
love you
tell me,
for that.
how
Thank
was
you.
it working on Noah's Ark? Like overall, if you could sum it up in 3 words, what would you say?
You know, I just have to tell you this. The thing about it is, a true story. We didn't know what the show was going to do. Okay, I just know that Patrick is a brilliant writer. We all trusted him, and when we read everything, we were going through everything, and we knew it was great. We were hoping that the public would like it, so it meant a lot, and we knew that it was going to change lives. So that's why we were so excited about it. But it was all this was all new to all of us. We had no idea that it was going to do and be as big as it was. So it was a great thing across the board. It was the most amazing time of my life. And I'll tell you, what really turned me to know that Noah's Ark really meant a lot to people. I'll never forget. I was at Whole Foods, and this older white lady, she must have been about 80. I'm not kidding you. She stopped me. She said, "Excuse me, are you on Noah's Ark?" And I looked at her like, yeah. And she says, "Me and my husband, we love the show." And da 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 da. And so I said, "Okay, thank you." So her husband was coming around the corner. He must have been about 85, okay, with his cane. And she says, "Honey, look." And he was like, "Hey, our guy from the show." Right then is when I knew that Noah's Ark, that I had these two Caucasian people that was over 80 easily, and they said they loved the show. They watched it faithfully, and they love all the characters. They love it. And I was just so amazed. We talked for like 30 minutes in the aisle. So that right there showed me that regardless of whatever, I knew that the show would mean something to a lot of people. And that's why I think that we all wanted to do well,
Right.
because everybody was on board for
I
it.
love that. Did that
So
old lady say, "What's the tea, girl?"
I'm having my,
Did
uh,
she say that?
I thought if she would have said
If
that,
she had
I
said
would have
that,
fell out.
I would have fell out to
Listen,
right now off this chair in my closet.
excuse me. I'm having my shake, honey, trying to do better.
I love it. I love it. I need to do better. I promise. Sitting at home, they say you lose weight when you cook at the
I know.
house. I have gained weight from cooking at home. That's a
Let
lot.
me tell you something. I said, honey, if this Corona don't hurry up, they're gonna have to roll me out of here. So
You and me both.
I'm
You
trying
and
to
me
do my,
both.
I'm trying to do my shakes in the morning, just to try to, subsidize.
No,
But yeah, so
totally.
it was great. We was happy about it, and you know,
What
and
initially attracted you to the project? Like, what attracted you to the Noah's Ark project?
well, I well, to be honest, from the beginning, Patrick, I remember we were at 4th of July. I think it was Pride at this club here in LA. What was the name? What was the name of it? It was the El Rey Theater. And Patrick told me, Rodney, he was standing there. He said, Rodney, I'm going to write a TV show, and I'm going to write a part for you. And I was like, oh, okay. So we talked about it, whatever. So he wrote Alex for me. He
Wow.
had me in mind for it. He wrote the actual role for me. We laugh about it. I was really the only one that didn't audition. So I sort of helped Patrick with the audition process and all that stuff because I just believed in him so much and wanted the project to be so amazing. And it wasn't just because he wrote the part for me. It was more about my friendship with him, and I really wanted it to be good. So I worked with him on it and helped him not write it or anything, but I helped him, with the audition process and read with people, anything I could do. And I think a little information, if I'm not mistaken, that the roles were reversed for Noah and for Darryl and Christian.
Oh,
Christian originally, I think Patrick wanted Christian for Noah and Darryl for uh,
Ricky.
Ricky. And I don't know.
Clearly,
I
I'm a
think,
fan. I'm sitting here telling you the story.
but yeah, and I think I mean, obviously Patrick made the best decision or whatever. But I think there was talks of those roles being reversed
Oh, that's
before he
interesting.
knew who was going to play what. Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah. It would have been a whole different thing, if you think about it.
It would have.
I think Darryl was perfect. Yeah.
You know, it would have been a really interesting episode if,
So
like, Noah got hit on the head and had a dream where they, like, switch roles, where Noah was Ricky, so we could see it play out in, like, Alex's Chance and Chance's Alex. That would have been a really cool
you better
episode.
write us. Are you trying to write a script?
Patrick, call me. Call me, Patrick. I love it. So since Alex
Have you
was
better
written,
call Dwight O'Neal?
yes, call Dwight Allen O'Neal. I'm here for you. I can help this out. I love that. So another
Right,
question I have. So since Alex was written for you, well, what's the difference between
right.
Alex and Rodney? Like, what are the main differences and what are the
I
similarities?
mean, I get that all the time. Of course, I think whenever roles are written for people, I think all actors say that the role it reflects them in some kind of way, or it's a part of them in some way, And I think that Alex, of course, Patrick wrote the role for me because he thought that I'll be great, and it was something about me that he liked. So I have to say the role, I think Alex is a little bit more over the top than I am, but
Okay.
I do like to have fun. I'm a fun person. I cut up, I do all of that. But I always remember when we were doing Noah's Ark, Patrick would always say, Rodney, can you make it bigger? Can you do it more? Can you make it? And I used to be like, damn, I feel so crazy. But watching on TV, I learned from Patrick that the bigger it looks more normal on TV and it looks more exciting. What are you doing that for?
Oh, someone
Somebody just
loves us. Oh, thank
somebody
you, baby.
somebody is kissing
Girl, I
somebody's
got a white
kissing
man
you.
on
They is
my arm. Yeah.
why ain't nobody hugging me.
That's
Where
why you
he
got to
at?
become a host on the live. You got to become a host.
I know. You know what? Me and you got to talk about that. Mm.
I love it. Hi,
But
Dr.
anyway,
John.
I mean, I think that you know when of course, I ad libbed a lot of stuff, and and Patrick okayed it or not or whatever, and that was all normal, and he was fine with that. So a lot of the character is Rodney, and some of it isn't, because it was always bigger than what I think. I'm a little bit more subdued than Alex, but I am crazy and
Okay.
fast and
So,
fun.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
feel
it
it.
was. I would just say it was the part was written for me, so it obviously has to be a lot of Rodney,
So, if Alex was a real
But I
person,
also
I'm
had to.
sorry. Continue. Sorry, I cut
No,
you
so I
off.
mean, I had to bring Alex to life in Patrick's eyesight on what he felt like Alex should be. So it was part acting, part of it is me. It's all about the role and what the role called for. So I did as Patrick asked and what was written. You know,
I love that. So if Alex was a real person, could you see yourself being friends with him, or would he be too much?
I mean, I think I probably could be friends with him, but I'd be like, "Girl, you is too much."
So
Because
Alex would be that friend you hang out
Alex
with
was
on the
the trip,
weekends. Like you gonna love it. Another question
right?
somebody sent me was, how has Hollywood treated you? Treated by the Hollywood machine?
Oh, okay. I do remember, that Patrick stated that he had shopped Noah's Ark around, to everybody, and people weren't ready for it. Obviously, logo came about, and that's how logo picked the show up. Um, so I think nowadays that this whole thing with transgender and all these people are coming through, it's a totally different time now. So I think Hollywood is coming. I mean, it's so many shows out there now. Pose and all those shows like that, they all are coming full circle. I mean, Lee Daniels had gay characters, Tyler Perry, in his shows, The Oval and all these shows, it's a gay characters on there. So I think I'm not saying that we paved the way for that, but I'm saying that I
Well,
think it's way
I'll say it.
more open.
I'll say it for you. You all paved the way for that. You did. Someone just said it was before its
Yeah,
time, and it really was. You guys
it
definitely
really
set the
was. And
groundwork.
so,
You paved the way for a lot of things. Honestly, Noah's Ark was the very start. That's so true. No, I'm getting goosebumps.
yeah,
It was the start. It was the first time me, as a young black man from Little Rock, Arkansas, here in the Big Apple,
hmm,
and going to a park and meeting these individuals that were on this show, and then to see that show on
right.
globally on television, you changed my world. You really did. And I remember
Oh,
saying,
good.
when I get older, I'm gonna be like Alex. I remember saying that. So it's
Yes.
incredible. So thank you.
Thank you for
Alrighty.
that. I appreciate it.
Does anyone have any other questions in the chat for Mr. Chester? Oh, also, I heard that you're in charge of the girls here lately. I heard so apparently you're doing ambassador work for an underwear line. Can you tell me about that?
Okay, look, I'm a creative director for this underwear line. It's been around. Actually, I met the
Guys, we have, oh my God, we have a very special guest in the comments, Mr. Darryl Stephens.
Where is Daryl at? He in there?
Yes. Oh my God. Darryl is here. This is incredible. Welcome, Mr.
Is he
Stevens.
on time then?
He's right on time,
Where
actually.
is Daryl?
I would love for him to play the game with us
Oh, okay.
when we get to the
Hey
game. Oh my
Daryl,
God. Yes.
we
Daryl,
can't see
if you
him. We
can,
can't see him on.
he can press
Can
the,
you get him
Daryl,
on?
if you press the fourth button over with the two little people connected, press that button and I'll let you come up. This is amazing. Oh my God. We have Darryl Stephens who plays Noah from Noah's Ark in the comments who's about to join us. And what did he just say? And did y'all read the comment he made? Is there any truth to
Who?
rumors about a comeback? Okay.
Who
Daryl,
said that?
select the button, the fourth button over on the bottom of the screen. Okay, there he is.
Is he coming in? Oh, I see. Look at
Oh my
that.
God. Hi, Daryl.
Hey Daryl.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good
Hi.
morning.
Good
Thank you
morning,
so much for
King.
coming into the closet. To find out more information of when this is taking place, my team out there, do a screenshot because this is iconic. Do some screenshots right now and send me this photo. Before I let you guys go, because we're coming to the end,
Daryl,
I
you
do want to
fly.
play this game with you guys. So the game is who's most likely to. And we're basically going to select, and today the contestants are the cast, the characters from Noah's Ark. So I'm going to read off the question, and you have to decide which person would be most likely to do this. So our players are Noah, Alex, Chance, Ricky, Wade, Trey, or Baby Gat. Okay? Ooh, thank you for the love, y'all. So the first question is, this person still believes in Santa. You have to pick the person to tell me why.
Baby Gat, because he's high.
Baby cat. Okay.
I agree. I agree.
Okay. Do you all have a favorite episode? Like, do you have a favorite episode?
Um,
One of my favorites is the drag episode.
drag episode probably.
Why was that?
Yeah.
I love the conversation that we had when we were walking down the street in front of the catch. I thought that conversation about how gay men are obsessed with aping straight archetypes, uh, straight acting. I thought that was really important for the culture at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it gave the audience permission to really be their fabulous selves and not be so worried about it. And I think the fact that we all got in drag with Alex and at the end, Trey came through for Alex and Wade came through for Noah. It just felt like everybody was sort of embracing this idea that we could be feminine and we could be truly who we are and we can do it without shame. I felt like that was a really important message at that time and still today.
I love that. Yeah, that was a really great episode.
Well, I mean, I feel that as well. It was meaningful in a lot of ways because a lot of the girls that do drag in LA was able to get be stand-ins and background and I remember we shot all of the club stuff in like 3 days. I think 3 days we did all of the club scenes, and we shot all day as boys, and then that night we had got in drag and we did the drag stuff that night. Do you remember that, Darryl?
Yeah.
And then in between that, we had rehearsals to learn the routine. So it was a lot, but we did it. Yeah.
I love that. I love this so much. So I'm going to open it up to the audience, the comments again. Do you guys have any questions you'd want to ask Darryl or Rodney before I let them go? So send in your questions now. Also, I just want to thank you both for being on this platform. It's so incredible and it's so inspiring, especially right now with so many people who are, at home with nothing to do. And, it gave them an opportunity to connect with two of their old friends, two people that really inspired them. What are your dream acting roles? Someone just asked the question.
Uh, when I was younger, I wanted to play a superhero. And now that I'm in my 40s, it's not really a goal. I don't know. I have to think about that. At this point, I'm really kind of more interested in writing stories for other people to act in. So,
Wow.
dream roles are a little bit, they're changing, they're shifting. Dad, maybe. Dad
Yeah.
would be
A dad.
a good role for me.
Okay. I
Well,
love that.
I just played a dad in the film, Darryl.
I know. I was watching when you talked about it. Plus, we talked about it already on the phone.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, are you trying to read me?
No, but we have talked about it.
Oh, no.
That's too funny.
In the Anthony Bond film, right? The Anthony
You're right.
Bond.
You're right. We have Anthony. The director is Anthony Barnes. Yeah.
Yes, and
So
Rodney,
make sure you follow him as well.
you were about to tell us about you're the creative director for an underwear company as well. I want to make sure you have a moment to talk about that.
It's called. Can I say the name of it?
Yeah,
It's
you can say
Love
the
by
name.
Many. And he made me the spokesperson for the brand, basically.
That's
So
awesome. Would
we're
my team please put that in the comments for everyone to follow?
Love by Many. LUBDBYMENY. Darryl, I got you too, by the way. I got you a
Thanks,
package.
boo.
I love it. Love by many. Oh, okay. Love by
Yeah.
many. Love
Yeah.
that. It's just going so quick. So other questions that came through. Well, I'm going to just say this, guys. Thank you so much for being in the closet with us today. Everyone, please go and follow them. How can we support you as a community in ensuring that the Noah's Ark Chronicles is a success?
Uh,
Well, I mean, go ahead, Dave.
from what I heard you say, Rodney, that there's an Instagram page for this at this point.
No, no, no,
The
no.
social media numbers is all that matters. So if you just keep
All that
following
matters.
people, if there's a page for this project, follow that. And then stay tuned to see us in action.
Well, I promise, guys, in the closet, I will keep you up to date on everything that's happening. Being a diehard fan, I definitely want to see that this project is very successful and that hopefully it leads to other doors opening. But thank you both so much for being on. Guys, go ahead on and follow both of these men right now on the platform because hopefully they'll make their way back in Big O again, trying to convince Rodney to become a host. We'll see what happens there. We'll
Rodney,
see.
you'd be amazing as a host, boo.
He would be so awesome as a host in this app. All right, so be sure to follow. Guys, give us a double tap before they head out. Throw some beans, throw some love. And I thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. Seriously.
My pleasure. Great to see you.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.
Yes. This was awesome, guys.